Okay, so switched up the scenery. We're facing this way now. Usually I face that way, towards the grass. But anyway, I woke up today and I was thinking, as usual, how to solve something, thinking about the world, weightlifting, that type of stuff, you know? So I was thinking that people will do the first 50% about or of building muscle or trying to fix an injury, which is the weightlifting part, but they won't do the second part, the second 50%, which is recovering. When you weightlift, you're breaking down your body, muscle tissue, tendons, ligaments, all that, you know? And if you don't do the second part, you're only breaking down. And it doesn't mean just rest enough days before you train that body part again. What I've noticed is that people are, and this isn't just hardcore bodybuilders, it can be regular people as well, or regular people, whatever you want to call it, bodybuilders, and then people who live more of a regular life. They will weightlift, they'll send the stimulus, break down their body, which you are in a more vulnerable state after the gym or before you've recovered or super compensated for what you've done, the damage. Your immune system is compromised. If you've ever done a really hard leg day, you might even feel a little bit sick after, coughing a little bit. You got a little bit of a tickle in your throat. Your immune system has been compromised. Like you've been hit by a car or something. You've been traumatized. So the point of breaking down the body is to let it recover and then rebuild stronger. So if you don't do the second part, you're just breaking down. And if you're chronically stressed, let's get back to more of the average person. This is what I notice. It can happen with hardcore bodybuilders or athletes, whatever. But I've noticed this with regular average people, right? Who live a more regular life, is that they're chronically under-recovered. So even if they didn't weightlift, they're under-recovered. Now, they're weightlifting, expecting a good result for their body to feel good with no injuries, but they don't always get that because they're breaking down without recovering because they're chronically stressed out. But they waited enough days until they train that body part again, but they're just chronically stressed out over work, or they're unable to manage the stress and it gets to them, so they're just chronically stressed out and they're not recovered. And that will lead to you breaking down tissue. So you break down the tissue, you don't recover, you break it down again. What's going to happen if you just keep breaking down something but you don't rebuild it stronger? You're going to run into problems, right? And then you're going to think, where did I go wrong? And the recovery is the hardest part to me and from people that I've spoken to. And just my overall consensus on what people are willing to do. They can push hard in the gym. They can train. They can stimulate the muscle. They can put pressure on their body through squats and deadlifts and shrugs, all that stuff. But it's very difficult for them to do the second half, which is the recovery part, which requires you to go to bed at a proper time, an early time, somewhere between 8 and 11. I mean, that 10 o'clock, it seems like a sweet spot. Sleep from 10 to 6, 10 to 7, 11 to 7, whatever, somewhere around there, before midnight. Anything after midnight, you just don't seem to get the same quality of rest, even if you sleep 8 to 9 hours. The body's just not meant to sleep in that way. Your circadian rhythms seem to be, and this isn't just me going off of the science stuff. I can tell when I go to bed later, even if I sleep 8 to 9 hours, the rest was not the same. I don't remember my dreams the same. And you should know right away in the morning. Like within seconds, you know if you're rested or not, or when you're not rested. If you yawn a lot in the morning, and you didn't sleep that good, that's going to translate into how cognitively focused you are, and you're disciplined for things, and how hungry you are, and how well you're able to control your food. If you don't sleep well, chronically, it's going to be hard to stay in a deficit if you're trying to lose weight. You're going to be wanting that bad food, basically. Your ghrelin is going to be higher, which is the hunger hormone. Leptin is the other hormone. That tells you you're satisfied, you don't want any more. Like you've eaten so much food and you just don't want to eat another bite. That's your leptin and a bunch of other stuff too. So anyway, getting back to what the purpose of this video is. I think the purpose of this video would be for people who are not understanding why they aren't recovering from the gym or getting better. They're missing the whole picture. It's not just weight lift and then just do my regular stuff. You have to recover in order to get back to baseline and then go past what you were.